Father, please give me strength, give me the knowledge, give me the wisdom. Today is not my best day. I am doing the best that I can, and I'm willing to do the best and have the best day today. Today is Wednesday, middle of the week, and I'm just not mentally prepared. I'm not mentally here at the moment. I ask you to give me guidance and positivity. Help me calm my mind. Good morning, guys. Sorry, I'm getting myself together. Today's is one of the days that I just don't feel like doing anything, going to work. Um, I probably haven't been sleeping like I supposed to. I think because I'm kind of worried about my future. I'm kind of worried about everything. I feel that I am behind in so much. And, a lot of people are very judgmental. And I look on people on here and they tell me, well, if you don't got it or something, people just feel like they more than what everybody. Everybody's trying to live a rich lifestyle. And I feel like with me, I just never had the best of luck in anything seemed like. I feel stuck. I feel lost, and I'm just tired of people trying to put up this persona like, you're not trying or whatever. I am. And I feel like when I always help people, but people can't help me. And that's what I get upset about. And it's like, I talk to God, I ask God what I'm doing wrong, why I always get the last of the stick, it seems like, and a lot of people just mistreat me and do me wrong. And I just don't know. You know, I'm grateful that I do have a job. Don't, don't, I'm not wrong about that. It's just that sometimes I just need a mental break. But I can't because they said they only have two people. And I'm trying to do so much. Like, I'm trying to do what I can at home, then trying to do my channels because I'm thinking about financial things because a lot of things are going on, trying to pay my credit card bill and it just keep, going up and to try to pay it down as much as I can and still have a good amount on my credit card. And it's just like, I don't know what to do at this point because I don't know what to do. I just don't. Um, I am exhausted. I'm burnt out and I just don't feel any hope. Um, I'm doing the best I can to the best of my knowledge. Um, I feel hurt at times because I thought this would be a great way for me to just learn about things, meet new people, and a lot of people say you need to get out, you need to do this and that, and I just tell people I don't have the money to do it, and I'm completely honest. I just don't. I don't have the money to get out and travel, and I never had it. I did have money, but only to help around in the house and you know little things I can do at a time. But I never really have traveled in my life. Um, I don't know what my future really holds. Um, right now, I just feel kind of exhausted and a little sad because I probably have missed a lot of opportunities due to my fear. I'm gonna be honest. Um, due to my fear, because used to be afraid of driving. I still am, and I just don't know. And it's just crazy. And it's just so much that over the internet, I don't know what it is about people that do not want to see you do good, and it's just a lot of hate. And the first thing people would say is, "Oh, I showed you love. How you showing me love and you showing negativity?" Just like this person James here. Yes, you did. I never said you didn't, but you being negative and it's just I feel like I keep attracting negative people, negative energies. You have people that are pretenders that do like you or support you, and then it's like they talk about you behind your back. Do I have trust issues? Yes, I do. I don't know will I ever get over them because you try to understand people. You're trying to be very kind and and generous and helping people, and then it's like people backfired you. And that's why I don't do the link on here anymore because of people to come up because it's like they throw it in your face. Oh, that's why you're not getting nowhere because you don't talk about these topics. I'm not going to talk about somebody sexual orientation. This is not what this platform is about. We talk about people that's going through mental health. We talk about people that's going through a lot in this generation. I'm not finna why I'm finna talk about somebody sexual orientation. That's none of my business, and that's how I see it, and that's how I feel. The thing with that, I talk about the children of that, because I say children should just be kids. I just feel like the society try to push that, the media try to push that on children. Children don't need to know about sex at an early age. Children should just know about the imagination, being a dreamer, being ambitious, being confident, and you know, just really ready to learn about life and not about no sexual things. That's just my opinion on that. But talking about somebody sexual orientation, I don't know that person. Why would I do that? That might be for you because you may not like that, but it's okay. That's just like me. I don't like other nationalities that think that they're better than Black Americans, which is not true. We are the most creative people in this world. People have tried to bring us down, talk about us, call us the N word, call us monkey, call us roaches. Um, but then they try to become us of getting the big butts, because they used to say, oh, we look this stank, having the big butts and all of that, and then the lips. And now everybody want to get big lips, you know, and it's like, we can't have anything or get credit for anything. And there's nothing wrong with people doing, but it's just that we don't get credit. That's the thing. People come over and steal from us. They try to put us all the way at the bottom, like we don't know nothing. We're not better. And, you know, when I saw documentaries about African American, not African American, the Africans felt like they were better than, but they said, no, they're not our brother, they're not our sister. I was like, wow. I said, that's how y'all feel about us. It's not all of you, but it was just what the man said. And I was like, wow, I was just saying, like, you're black as well, because, nobody else is not going to, they don't care if you're um, from a different content or you can speak. They just going to see that you're black. And that's what we are saying. A lot of people don't like us because of who we are, but we are the blueprint for everything. I don't care what anyone says, because we are. And that's why we've been talked about so much. Yes, I know it's some negative effects that we have. There's always a negative effect in every race. That's just like pros and cons with everything in life. Um, everyone is not brought up the same, and everybody's just not in that form, in that fashion. But however, uh, people don't like us, and they feel like they're better. Now, let me tell you this: some people think that I am African. I don't, I don't know why, but it'd be funny. I'm like, no, I'm not African. Oh, okay. That you can look, you can go by one. I said, oh, thank you, but I'm not. Um, I probably do have it in my blood, but I think I'm mostly like Indian. I know I have Indian in my family because my grandmother, I can tell by her nose. But yeah, I mostly have Indian traits. Hello. So it's just funny that people feel like they just better than us, but they love to come to steal, but they think they better than us. I'm like, okay, and it's okay. Give us credit, give us recognition. I used to. You had a baby? Congratulations. But I just felt like, why I'm not getting things done like I supposed to. And, you know, I don't know what it is. Maybe I am mentally drained and I probably need to go on vacation if I had the money, but I don't. Hey, Jeffrey. Thank you for coming on. I just been kind of little down. A lot of people from the past trying to come on here. Thank you, Jeffrey, and same to you. Even though I don't feel like going today, it's just, I don't know. But, they said they didn't have no help, so I'm just going to go. I'm just not, I don't know, physically here. I haven't been physically here since I had, to be honest with y'all, since I had COVID. A lot of people don't understand when you have that, and I failed. I don't know. It's just, I haven't been the same since after that. I just feel like I'm not here um, mentally. I'm just being completely honest. Just a lot has happened, when I had it, and my brain, I don't know. And I just feel like there's so much going on now that, jobs are being taken over by AI, and a lot of people going through mental health. And, you oops, this is the wrong one. You're trying to do the best you can and to survive and bring in, finances, for people who do have jobs, because we don't know what the future may hold. You know, since he's trying to cut ties with all these countries, and these countries don't want to really invest. That's why they want to go higher in prices. Um, all I have to tell people, y'all, you just have to budget. You can't buy all that expensive hair, because a lot of people want 28, 30 inches of hair. Like, it's not all that serious. Get what you can, get what you can afford, and make it work. It don't have to be all about trying to be like these celebrities, and that's what I kind of hate about social media, what it turned out to be. It's really like a laughing stock, and it's crazy out here. Everybody trying to be something that they're not. Everybody trying to finesse. Everybody don't have it. And people have told you all over, Kodak Black, Takashi, they told y'all those wasn't real. That was just something that they had to do to promote um, a brand or a music video or something, because it's not their jewelry. And you can't try to spend so much money of um, the lifestyle trying to be something knowing that you don't have it. You just don't. You just don't have it. Yes, thank you for the hearts. Yes, Jeffrey, but they don't know how, and they are materialistic in things, and that's why I feel like I can't really find someone to talk to because everyone is materialistic and everybody's trying to finesse of being, with celebrities and everybody trying to act like they big and they struggling, trying to get loans, trying to get credit. Everybody trying to outdo one another. You know, and that's just like with the cars too. With cars you got to be careful. Um, you do. Who sent me a gift? Thank you, Jack. Thank you. So it's I'm not really uh a tech smarty or what you call it tech savvy. I'm trying. I really am, but it's like I don't know if I have an attention span or I have ADHD. I believe I have ADHD. It's hard for me to focus. It's hard. A lot of people kind of yell at me, especially in customer service, because I might be moving slow because I'm wearing a mask and it's hard to breathe and people come into my face, so I am protecting myself. I don't I don't want what they have and I don't want to smell their breath. And then it's frustrating too because people, this is you walking and this is them coming up behind you, walking behind you. I don't like that. And people is just, it's like a panic button. That's how they come up there. They panic and they yelling at you and I'm like, and I just look at them sometimes because I don't want to deal with that. That's why I don't want to go to work today. I just I just you, and then when you speak to people, they acting stupid. They have an attitude, and it be the older women too, young and old. You trying to help their friend to get a weed, they on the phone. And I'm like, well, you should have came up here with her. You don't have to have an attitude. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not calling you no B and all of that because that's what the young girls do. And you feel like I'm young or I'm intimidated. You intimidated by me. I don't know, but I'm here to help. I don't have to. I can step away. You can tell the owner. I know the owner them too very well. My parents do too. My parents know them. So you're not hurting. And I let them know. And they'll say, oh, well, and I said, well, if they come back here again, I'm not assisting them. You going to have to. I'm not finna go back and forth with people that's unhappy. Because that's what that's about. I don't care. They call themselves rich or they have money and this and that. But I'm telling you guys, it's been 5 years since the COVID shut, with all of that. And people just not happy where they at. I don't care how much money they have. People show you every day who their true colors are. And people pretend like they there for you or supportive. And phony or sympathy, but they want you to have sympathy for them. No, I'm sorry. I'm taking back everything. I'm sorry, but y'all act so ugly and y'all get intimidated of people who are willing to help you, who's willing to be supportive and uplifting, and y'all don't because y'all take advantage of people. And y'all treat your own people like slaves. So, and then people talk about other, races. And I said, what? We do the same thing. So how can y'all talk about other races? Cause y'all feel like y'all better. Y'all feel like, oh, since you got a little money, or or you opened your legs to somebody to have that money. And I'm not being funny, but that's the truth. That's reality. That's how people make it. Or they parents knows people, and some people don't even want to do that for you. People have the access, to things to help you, but people don't want to see you achieve. So that's the thing that's going on with me, that people don't want to see me achieve. They like to, like on this platform now, probably some people that don't like me or have this negativity, this envy, this insecurity towards me. They watching now. You think they support or comment, or y'all go subscribe to Modest. She talks about real life situations she does, and she show you step by step of how to do the makeup. I'm not a makeup artist, but I'm showing you. And a lot of people say, well, why you don't take makeup classes? Because that takes time, and I'm in a time period because I'm a caregiver. I don't have time to do a lot of things that I used to. I used to make wigs. I used to do that all the time, especially when I was working. I was making wigs for myself. I used to buy the hair, the cap, the needles, the thread. I learned how to do it on my own. You just because you get tired of asking people, and people just act funny towards you and want to charge you money, and I said, I'm just gonna go on YouTube. And I never thought YouTube that I would be on here. And I showed you guys how to do it. There's times I want to cry. There's times I really, really want to scream. And people probably think something's wrong with me because you get tired of people that get on your nerves. And I think that I'm at a point that I probably will going to lash out on people. I don't care. You have to show people. You have to set boundaries. You can talk to me, but you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You know? And a lot of people don't want to respect you because they feel like you're less than them. That's the lesson that I had to learn. I'm still learning. And it just, you look at people differently now because they see that you keep yourself up and they hate that. And it's well, I'm struggling, but I'm not buying high end products like that. I'm not. I show you guys a little bit because I'm not fake. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not trying to buy all this stuff like the Fenty Beauty. Like I told you guys, I love Rihanna. One of you all helped me to get Rihanna lip gloss, and you get two for the price. I think it was like 40 something, and I bought it, or it was at $80, I think, and I got it because it was y'all that helped me. Y'all said go and get Fenty because we want to see how it looked. I said okay, and I did. But she's expensive. I'm not finna. I can't continue on buying that, and that's why I joined Sephora, but they haven't announced the winners yet. So I don't know when they'll announce the winners. I emailed them. I haven't heard anything back. I know right now they're going through a big controversy about the Mariah Carey ad, making fun of the working class. And, because a lot of people saying they're canceling Christmas this year because, people don't have food. Um, People done lost jobs. People not getting paid for from their federal jobs. And, I don't know when I'm going to hear back from them. And a lot of people making debates about these celebrities and, doing these ads, trying to put things out for Christmas. The thing is, stop giving them recognition. Stop buying. Stop trying to act like y'all trying to be their friends. They don't know you. They don't care about you. All they care about is the profit. And that's the truth. It's just the celebrities are just like these businesses. They don't care nothing about you. They care about what you can do for them. They don't care. And I just don't understand why people cannot see that. And y'all talking about, oh, Beyonce this, Beyonce that, and like I told you guys before, she is a great performer. But I'm not gonna spend money um, on her merchandise that's so high. And I know that I need to put food on the table, making sure that I keep my lights on and this and that. But y'all spending $70 on a shirt. That's not all of that. You can really create your own shirt. I mean, I'm just being honest. You can create your own shirt. That's what the DIYs were for. They were showing you how to create your own shirt. I wouldn't go buy something. I would create my own shirt and be, unique and creative about it. I'm not finna go spend $70 for a shirt. You create your own shirt. You can go online and get you a shirt. It's less than that. But y'all are so obsessed. Like, I don't understand it. Maybe it's not my place to understand, but it just don't make sense to me that people are so desperate to get merchandise. I'm just saying. I never been obsessed with a celebrity. Well, y'all know Lee Thompson Young. That was a true guy. I thought I was gonna marry him. But anyway, but it's just I feel like the real celebrities, the authentic ones, the ones that had a voice that was willing to speak out, are no longer here anymore, and they just being taken away. And I feel like thank you, Jeffrey. There's so much things that's going on we don't probably know or what's going to happen. We did hear about them saying that they was going to try to take away the SNAP benefits and people who really need it, like the disabled. I think about my mom. I think about my grandmother, and a lot of people was telling me, "Oh, you need to leave. You need to do this and that," and and it's funny people say that, but it's hard because why would I leave them knowing that they're going through a disability, right? And I felt this from other people. I know people see greatness in me, and it was just a slap in the face when people was telling me that you need to do this and do that. And then you don't hear from them. Then a couple months later, oh, my brother such and such, they went through the same thing. Your mom went through. But hey, you talked about me like I was a dog, like I wasn't trying to better myself and this and that. And sometimes I feel like that negativity, it comes from, I mean, that talk, it comes from people who may not see things the way you do or who might not have sympathy, but when it's their turn, they want you to have sympathy. And of course I do, but at the same time, what you said and what you brought to light, it was hurtful to me because it felt like you try to put me down like I wasn't nothing and you felt like you was better. And yes, you are from a different race and you have special treatment. As a black woman, it's very hard for all of us to get there. But at the same time, I just felt like I just couldn't win. I don't know, you know, I I just got depressed in my life. And mental health, I know it is important, but it's just like now my manager told me I don't have to come in today. And I just did my makeup. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish. um so I'm gonna stay home and relax with my makeup on. Um I do need to take care of my mental today. So after this live, I'm going to lay back down. Um, yeah, but I did want to show you guys that life is not what it seems to be, and I'm not fake about it. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. It's just a lot of people just don't know, and people don't want to know. Like a lot of people don't want to help you. A lot of people want to see you down. And I've been praying. I really have. I really mostly do a lot of thinking. Sometimes I do forget to pray. I do a lot of thinking and I ask, for guidance and, possibilities in my life. Um, just a little sad though. So I'm gonna stay home today and I'm gonna try to rest. And just my head just been completely hurting. So I pray that, tomorrow be a better day and I feel better. Yeah, yes, Jeffrey, I've been going through a lot. Stuck on a job, um, not enough pay, but I'm grateful to have a job. I have asked people for help, nothing. I just been feel like I have bad luck, and I don't know if people wishing that upon me. I don't know. Um, but well, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, they do. Like I said, people who are haters of mine, they come on my platform, probably just watching and looking, and like I said, I don't get support. A lot of people don't support my channel. They don't say, "Hey, go follow Modest on such and such platform." Yes, I do have family because everybody. But like I was telling everybody, we're not close. It's just like hey and bye. I'm not close to them. Yeah, they'll say, oh, your YouTube channel. They'll just look at you and then they'll say something. My family just act weird. They act like people on the outside. Um, you know, and, people will say, oh, you got a YouTube channel. And people just don't say nothing because people feel like you are below them. And I really just kind of like just really afraid of my future because I don't know where I'm going. I have applied to jobs. I haven't applied to another job in 3 weeks. I just get tired and I just been losing hope, confusion, and I just been down because it's just like I've been doing this for years and I haven't been getting a job. And it's like, well, why did I even went to college? Yes, I got my associates. I didn't get bachelor's and all of that. I did not like school. Some people like it. I don't. I never did. I never liked the school. I had a hard time in school. Dealing with people who have favoritism. Um, you know, Teachers try to be funny, and it's just a lot that you all don't know about. And I just been let down and disappointed. And I know people say, well, you gotta open up. And I'm gonna say this from my heart and from my mouth only. When I do um, let people in, I get hurt. I probably don't know how to find people that are like me. I probably don't. But it's hard. And, people say, oh, you probably gotta use discernment. And yeah, I know. I had to learn about that. Had a couple of guys in my life that I thought would be decent, but they showed their true self. So, I don't talk to nobody. I don't date nobody. I just, I'm a loner. And you just get tired of people that keep mistreating you and don't want to see you do great in life. A lot of people want to see you be miserable. A lot of people just don't want to see you happy and making the right decisions. A lot of people want you to make bad decisions, you know, and it's hurtful. It's hurtful because it's like, like people want you to drink all the time and you're not a drinker. So what's so funny to see somebody drunk? That's not funny. I don't understand that. Why would you want to harm somebody? And then they get mad and here you go because it's your demons. Why would you want to make fun of somebody? Then if they become a drug addict, alcohol addict, or whatever, then what? Because you did that to that person. And people don't want to take accountability. I ain't tell them to do that. It is because you thought it was funny. You pressured them to do that. And I know people say, well, you got to take accountability. Yeah. But if someone is saying no and you pushing that towards them, and y'all be talking about, well, she thinks she's all that or she thinks she's too good. It's not about people that thinking they too good. Everybody just are not an alcoholic. And people can get mad all they want to, but you have to stand up for yourself. I had to stand up for myself. I was an alcoholic. They're just like, my cousin's friends. They was older. They wanted, try to have me drink and all of that. But I wasn't their friends and I didn't want to drink. They used to call me lame or old lady. I didn't care. That just wasn't for me because I didn't feel right. And it was like God was telling me, don't do that. Don't let people pressure you. Watch your surroundings. So, um, it's hard out here. Um, but I just be open. And, a lot of people can say that they showed me love and you did for extent, but did you do it from the heart? You can say you do it from the heart, but your your body and your eyes tell differently because, like I said, people don't want to see you do good. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. Um, it's hard, and a lot of people go through so much, and people don't know. And I told you guys I had a dream about Lee Thompson Young, and I think he just been coming in my dreams, and I feel like I am a part of him or some type where I can just understand what he went through. He didn't tell people what he was going through because people are very judgmental, and people tell your business and people will try to make you feel like you're the villain or you're the wrong. and I understood what he went through. And it's just kind of sad that he's not here anymore. It sucks. He was just, to me, he was like a leader. He was somebody that I really like, that I feel like I see myself dating. I just saw him. He was just inspirational, determined. He was focused, and you didn't hear him DUI and all of that. And he may have people in his corner that he probably didn't have no business hanging around with, but we all human. We all do that. And he was one of a kind. And I can't really express enough how much I do care, and I miss him a lot. He was just someone that opened a lot of doors for these young actors, the creativity. Um, he did write and produce a show on his popular Disney show, The Famous Jet Jackson, and he didn't get any credit for it. And you can't find none of his stuff. They just took the movie off on here on YouTube to due to copyright. Like, okay, people was paying for it. I paid for it. I paid $6 for it. That was last year. It's been on up here probably about 2, 3 years, and y'all just took it off. Like, really? And it took me 12 years to talk about this man, his legacy. Like, I could not talk about him for a long time because that hurted me. I wasn't ready to talk about him. But okay. Hi, Carter. It's just so much that people don't know, and I'm just being completely honest. They just don't. It's 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 hard. Completely hard to just be something in life, and you know, and then you just get physically, mentally, and emotionally tired. Like me, I am completely tired. Um, you just get tired of fighting. You get tired of to really bring to recognition of lifting yourself, and you feel like you're going forward. The next thing you know, you're going backwards. And I really wanted to succeed with YouTube. I really do. It's hard. It's challenging. Stuff is moving slow. Um, people say do all of this. It's hard. I'm not like I used to be when I was younger. My brain activity is like slowed down, and it gets hard. It's challenging because I get upset with myself, and I feel less than because I'm not able to keep up. And it's hurtful because I know I'm overwhelmed with so much, and a lot of people have let me down because I do put in the work, moving, pushing myself out there, but I do need help. And people don't want to help me. And it's like blockages on top of blockages, and it's negative energy top of negative energy. And it's feel like I can't escape. I feel like sometimes I'm in a prison and I can't get out. I don't have the resources. I don't know what to do. I just don't. I'm not really into that. And I can't keep a sharp mind. I'm at a point now I can't remember stuff. Like, I forgot. I do keep notes, but I have so much anxiety. Like, I went to the store yesterday to get groceries and a lot of people, and I start panicking because I can't be around a lot of people, and I can't. I went early, But everybody trying to do stuff, and I can't be around a lot of people. I just can't. I try to fight it, but I have so much anxiety, and it kind of like I feel like this, and it just I can't explain how I feel, and that's how I feel in my workplace. I don't feel at peace. I don't like being around a lot of people. I don't really like to talk to people like that. I mean, I talk, um, but it's just I can't. It's just so much anxiety built up, and I can't be around a lot of people. It hurts, yes. That's why I don't really do concerts. Even though I say I wish I could go, but I know that I'm not gonna want to be around a lot of people. I think if I had like VIP or something, but I don't know. I just can't be around a lot of people. It kind of scare me, and I don't know. So ADHD, right? If a lot of people don't know what that is, I done my research because I just feel like something is off with me, and I'm not being negative or uh, I'm not being negative. I just know. Um, I just feel like it causes like inattention symptoms, like hyperactive, impulsive, syndromes, and still possible. Sometimes I might have trouble of being patient, but I kind of like breathe. I do get distracted easily. Um, and I have also recently saw that I do have a problem staying focused on a task, especially with my YouTube channel. I cannot do like if I do hacks and I done found some like I'll be here, then I go to something else. I'm not focused. It's my brain, like it's scattered, and I can't control it. A lot of people may not know that, but it is. I have been losing things, I misplace things, and I get upset with myself because I feel like I'm irresponsible, and I just be really hard on myself. I am very forgetful. Um, I have forgotten a lot of things. I am absent-minded. I just forget a lot of things. Um, Sometimes I do have difficulty with organ. I can't even really talk either. Sometimes organizing, um, with things. Um, Sometimes I zone out when people talk to me. It's like I have anxiety, and I guess I have anxiety and nervousness. And when people talk to me, I kind of zone out. I really do. It's like I'm not there. I can see them, but it's not. Then it's like I can't see them, and I had to get back into reality. I don't know what has happened to me. Um, I make errors a lot, and I have always gotten in trouble, and I have always been in fault for that. And I punish myself because of that. Like I just I don't pay attention. I guess I don't know. And that's why I said that I don't want to have children. And I do want to have a relationship, but I don't think I'm capable of having a relationship, of dating. That's how I feel, honestly, because I'm just not here. I'm not mentally here. Emotionally, I in and out. Um, I just don't feel soulful. I don't have a connection to anything anymore. I don't even know what I really like. I just feel like I'm just here. I'm just prone. I don't have my favorite food. I don't really know anything really seem like, and I'm just, I guess I'm just here. You know how you seem like you're just a vegetable? That's how I feel. Like, I don't know. I don't feel inadequate. I don't feel, really good about myself. And I just feel like, I'm incapable of life. I mean, not capable of life. And it's hard. And I do the best I can, but I just don't feel like I'm completely, like, 100% here. I would probably say 50% that I'm here. Um, I just been seeing that lately, and the task I'm doing, I don't really be inherent. I get really tired easily. Um, I'm just tired. I really am, and you all may not understand this, and it's okay if you don't. I'm just tired. I feel like I just didn't have a great life here on this earth. Um, I have been really heartbroken. I dealt with a lot of negative things, a lot of bad things in my life. And I just don't know what truly happiness is. I just don't know if I would get there. Um, there's a lot of things that I would like to do, but I just don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't have the finances like that. I'm doing the best I can. Um, I just don't know. Passion of anything, I just don't. I don't know if I have a passion anymore. Um, I just don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know if I have a passion. I've done everything, tried everything, and get tired. Get tired. But I do want to say thank you all for coming on the live. I did Yara from Grownish, her makeup inspired look, and I hope you guys did enjoy. I did my best. Um, but yeah, but just talking about life in general, what's going on, and how is it affecting, everyone. Hi. So, yeah, I'm here, halfway here. I'm okay, Jeffrey. But you guys enjoy. I'm finna get off. I got a bad headache. Um, but I thank y'all so much, and continue supporting and subscribing, and but yeah, thank y'all so much. And I got a video coming out today too, so y'all watch all my stuff on this platform and Celeste Reacts. So thank y'all so much. Ciao.